Hi, everybody. I'm Bob Marrone for Westchester Talk Radio. We're here for a very special show today. We're going to be talking about the Relay for Life at Iona College coming up on Saturday, the 9th of April at the college. We'll get to particulars in a moment. We want you to know that today's broadcast is brought to you by Robeson, the house that Service built, Jaguar of New Rochelle, and Jaguar and Rover of Mount Kisco, Michael Labriola Incorporated, and Northwell Health. And of course, we're produced today by Shark Creative. Again, my name is Bob Marrone. I have two very interesting people with me. They're interesting because of what they do in two different places. We have this Jonathan Fogarty. He's the manager of development at the American Cancer Society. How are you, John?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Very, very nice to meet you at last. And we have Madam President, we'll call her that. And her name is Olivia Kenny, and she is the president of the American Cancer Society on campus at Iona College. And she hadn't even graduated yet. She's running this thing with John while she's trying to finish her junior year at Iona. First of all, welcome to both of you. You're doing God's work.
Thank you very much.
Well, I want to start with you, John, because, you know, this is a fundraiser for the college. They want to raise awareness. They want to, of course, raise money. It's a fundraiser. It's one of their biggest, if I did my homework right. Now, John, everybody does know about cancer. What kinds of strides are being made? How is this money used? And what can we hope for as we look to the future? And then we'll get into the particulars of this wonderful event, which I have attended in the past and covered, by the way.
Well, thank you. Thank you for being a part of it and attending. But yeah, the money raised goes towards research. I mean, that's the biggest thing, but it goes towards all the amazing programs the American Cancer Society has. I mean, Road to Recovery, our Hope Lodge, two huge things, two needed things, and then again, just the research. So they're doing amazing work over at Iona College, and I couldn't be happier to be a part of it.
Yeah, I bet you can't, because of what you all do. I'm sure your families have been touched by it. I know I sent you a note, John. My family, very frankly, we don't die from anything else. You know, again, fortunately, there were some long lives in there, but it's near and dear to all of our hearts. So please, American Cancer Society, thank you for doing what you do. Now let's go to Olivia a little bit, the workaholic with the Machine Gun Kelly poster behind her. Olivia, when I covered this years ago, and then you can get into the particulars, and I want to remind people, it's Saturday, 3 o'clock. Now get this, folks, 3 o'clock in the afternoon till 3 o'clock in the morning. And it creates a magical feeling, which I'll get to. Olivia, it's going to be at the college, 3 to 12 hours, and there's a lot of lingering after it's over, people going out for coffee and breakfast and things like that. But it's at the college, 715 North Avenue. Be there, folks, at 3 o'clock on Saturday. But tell people what's going to happen back on the track, if you will. Tell us about the event and the path, please.
So in the past, I actually have not been to a relay while in college. This will be my first time attending a Iona College Relay for Life. There hasn't been one since the spring of 2019, I believe. So I'm going into this with really no expectations, just hoping to have fun, raise as much money as we possibly can, and get a lot of participation. We will have a DJ. We have a lot of different events and little games going on throughout the night, as well as constantly having people packing the track, walking around, and just staying as active as we can for a good 12 hours.
Now, a lot of people think that it's an event like the marathon or something, but it's not really a track event, is it? John, Olivia, who wants to cover that? It's not really a track event, is it?
So I'll jump in, and please, Olivia,
please.
Anytime you want, go ahead and cut me off. But it's not so much a track event. It's just coming together to, yes, walk, and that's just part of it. But it's not a race. It's not a competition. I will say some people do get a little competitive with their fundraising.
Of course they do.
But there's no competition when it comes to running or walking. And a lot of the times it's two too packed to run. So you do have to just walk, and we just try to honor our survivors, our caregivers, and give them that spotlight for a little bit during certain moments of it. But other than that, we just, like Olivia said, we ask you to come, walk, raise awareness, and raise funds with us. And yeah, kind of that's
Now,
it.
will there be food and beverages and things like that as well served?
Yes, there will be food. There will be a full coffee bar because we will need it. Refreshments provided the entire 12 hours.
Now, refreshments provided. Now, I don't know if you're doing this. We should get this out of the way. But when I covered it, when it was about 10 years ago or so. And again, I want to remind people when you go to this, it's also magical. I call it a stolen moment. When you're doing something that's in the middle of the night and everybody's up and there's just the right kind of light, there's just such a special feeling to it. Anyway, the current mayor of New Rochelle had set up a tent where he was playing, I guess, Boggle or some game. The guy's very intelligent. He graduated Harvard in 3 years. And we would go in there and all the people would come out losing. And I'm pretty well-read guy. I came out, I think he beat me like 21-2. But he did have, now I don't know if it was legal, but he had a little bottle of brandy there. So I had a couple of shots of brandy, and then I wound up taking a nap on 3 chairs. But so I don't know if there'll be any of that, but what goes on in the tents, I guess, stays in the tents. But it was just a magical night. Now, what kinds of events do you see being there?
Well, my biggest thing that I'm looking forward to is the mechanical bull.
Mechanical bowling?
A mechanical bull will be in the gym. So
what the heck is that? You got to help us out.
A big inflatable. So
ball. Okay.
A big inflatable. Everybody will be lining up. I think it'll be there for about 5 hours. And everybody can just hop on the mechanical bull, see how long they can stay on. So that will be very fun. We have some other long games, like the usual, the cornhole, ladder game, all of those kinds of things. And then we'll have our little minute to win it challenges going on throughout the night, like a toilet paper mummy contest, relay races for those who actually want to relay. We'll have tug of war, just all fun things like that. There won't be a single dull moment. So we're just going to keep it going and hope everybody.
Olivia, you will see, and John, you've seen it. It's like a giant picnic and fair in the middle of the night. It's the best way I can explain it. In fact, I don't want to do too much job of selling it. I know you guys do, but I just enjoyed it so much because even as someone with a mic who's covering it, you get people who are running, you have people who are walking, then you have groups of people that have no interest in winning any race. They're just walking around and they're chatting the whole time. And you can interview them and you see this person and you see that public official, you see that person from the school. And I can't stress it enough, but I want you guys to say more about it. John, you've covered these. What other kinds of things are going to be there? And again, folks, I remind you, we're talking about this coming Saturday, 3 p.m. to 3 p.m. at Iona College, 715. I was going to get the address right. 715 North Avenue. And I guess the event, and we'll talk about the path in a moment, is in the back of the college. I don't know exactly how you've arranged it, but you're going to cover that for us, Olivia. John, what can you tell us about these relays that you've attended?
I think it's everyone's a little different, but I think Olivia did a great job, and some things I didn't even know about, like the bull. That's awesome because not all get to have such things as that. But I mean, it's just that. It's what you both said. You have different activities, different events going on throughout the entire time, whether it's 12 hours or 6 hours or whatever it may be. And you just really get to enjoy it. You get to enjoy the company. You get to meet new people. Mm-hmm. And it's a relay family. And especially in this setting of a college, I mean, there's nothing better. It's nothing more special than this. So you have all that. You have different snacks, different drinks, all that stuff. And then on top of it, you get to experience those moments where you might walk with, for example, I'm a survivor, childhood cancer survivor. So God bless you. Thank you. So that's kind of how I got involved. And here I am many years later, but I'm lucky enough to people like both of you that have just been involved the way you are and help promote these things, where I've got to do the survivor lap with so many other people and I meet so many other survivors doing that. and then the caregivers who, like you said, unfortunately are all touched by it, and we've had that chance to connect with cancer that way. But it's just it kind of just is so warming and amazing to really see this and see these people involved on any level. And just it's something special when you get to go to it, which Olivia will get to see firsthand.
Olivia, once again, Olivia is the president of the American Cancer Society on campus at Iona. Where's the actual relay going to be? Is it around buildings? Is it a track?
So we will be in the Mulcahy Gym, which is right next to our big athletic center. We have our little makeshift track inside of the gym. We found that it would be a lot easier and a little bit more safe to be inside just because of how unpredictable the weather has been recently.
Sure.
So we will be making our own track inside of the gym with all of the games and events going on right around it.
And you'll still have all the little tents and stuff,
Yes.
set up.
Yeah, every group will have their own area of the gym.
And that's a huge gym, by the way. I've been in there, and especially when the spans are retracted, it offers plenty of space. And now, John, how many of these events do you do a year?
So I'm lucky enough to be involved with a total of, I guess technically 9 events, but I'm a little bit all over the place. I originally started back when I was in New York on Long Island, but now I'm a remote staff. Luckily, still working with New York area and the New Jersey area. But yeah, I have a total of 9 events this season. So
wow, that's a busy time.
Yes.
I want to share a story with you, just it'll help. I did this fundraiser. There's that event, and I know my colleague Andrew Castellano mentioned it to you. I was on the air. I was doing morning radio, and we were trying to raise money for breast cancer. So I put out all these dopey things. Don't ask me why I did it, but I said, if someone will send me a check for $100 tomorrow, I will put pink nail polish on and I'll wear it all day. And if you ever go on my web, you'll see it. And I did it. I wore pink all month anyway. But the worst part, and maybe Olivia, you can help me. I never knew I didn't know how to get the nail polish off. No idea. So I sneak to the drugstore after the official time, a CVS on North Avenue. I sneak there, and I don't even know what I'm looking for because I want to get it off. And like an idiot, I have this thing, but it was like a lot of money. I said it was $2, but it was a bottle. It said you could take nail polish off with it. I wasn't thinking. And I held it up to the clerk like this. And I said, is this now? And then I realized all the pink. Oh, it's mortifying. But that's what these efforts do. Olivia, how did you get involved in this?
I came to Iona my freshman year of college. I was really just looking to do anything to get myself involved on campus. And I had met this girl who was giving tours, and she had said, oh, I'm the president of what was then called Colleges Against Cancer. And she said, we're having our group meeting this week if you want to stop by. And I said, sure. Yeah, I'll just go check out, see what it is. And I went, I met all of the club's executive board, and I met everybody that was involved. And a few weeks later, I found myself waking up on a Sunday, homecoming weekend, going to Making Strides of Westchester at 6:00 in the morning. And then everything comes around and we get to the second semester of my freshman year. And I decided, wow, I really want to stay with this. And I got as involved as I could. I was joining the junior executive board. I was trying to really throw myself into Relay for Life. And then March of 2020 came along, and we all know what happens there. So we all get sent home, and I decide over summer, want to know what? I'm just going to try. Hopefully we'll be back on campus and I'll join the e-board and this and that. And so I did. And I really was just getting into it my sophomore year. And, we get around to the spring again, and we're advised not to do a full Relay for Life. So we were told we'll do a relay week, and we had events spread out every day for a week and, so forth. And after that, I decided, I just really want to see this come to life before I'm done at college. I really would love to see a relay. And one of my friends, who was president at the time, said, so do it. Why not? And I had a lot of people say, like, maybe you shouldn't as a junior. You've never been to relay. How do you know what it's supposed to be like? And I was like, you know what? I don't know, but I'm willing to try. And here I am.
What a wonderful young woman. You know, I get to play like a dad figure now. How are your grades?
They're good. Doing pretty
Okay,
well.
just want to be sure. We can't have you running off doing these things and not have you graduate. Look, this is a wonderful thing. I'm going to give you guys a chance to say something final, but I want to remind people it's all about the basics. What? It's called the Relay for Life at Iona College. It's for the American Cancer Society. They're raising money for this most wicked illness. We all know that they have achievement after achievement based on research that they do endlessly. It is at Iona College this coming Saturday. The cool thing, it starts at 3 p.m. You don't have to get up early, plus you'll need the rest because it doesn't end till 3 in the morning. Games, events, and you don't have to, unless you like to run, you don't have to bring your gym shorts or anything. You can walk around the track and just chit chat. Food, fun to be had by all, meeting people. Again, this Saturday, 3 o'clock till 3 o'clock in the morning. It is magical. And I can't say enough about it. What would you add, Olivia, before we send you on your way?
I would just like to say that it, like you said, is a really beautiful and amazing event. You will get to hear speeches from caregivers. You will get to hear speeches from survivors, whether they be present or not. And we really just appreciate all of the fundraising, everything that everybody's doing for this club. It's all going to such a bigger cause than us. And we couldn't be more grateful for Jonathan, for you, Robert, for having me, for Iona, for even just holding this event for the first time in 3 years. You know, it's a pretty big feat for us, and I just can't wait to see it finally come to life. So thank you.
Wow. John, have you ever met a college student so self-possessed in your life?
Man, I'm blown away. I mean,
Yeah.
The whole time working together and just now, absolutely.
Yeah. Good. God bless you. Good for you. John, what have you to add before we send you on your way? And I want to publicly thank the American Cancer Society for all that they do. Thank you so much to you, your board, the people that work there.
Well, thank you so much. I don't have too much to say following what Olivia said. I think she nailed it. I just want to add to everything she said by thanking her and the Iona College Committee for Relay for Life. You guys are doing amazing. You guys are doing excellent work. And I'm nothing but impressed and just happy to be assisting you guys in your success as we go into this Saturday. And Robert, same thing. Thank you so much to you, what you guys are doing and allowing us to do and share about all of Relay for Life, but especially this Saturday and then all the rest to follow. I'm so appreciative of it as a survivor and as, the rep of the American Cancer Society. So just thank you so much to you guys and everyone that's involved with our events.
Well, thank you. And as in this business, when you have something you want to push, you have to push it hard. And I'm reminding people once again, Saturday, April 9th, 3 p.m. What am I doing? 7:15. Yes, 7:15 North. I've been there a million times. So 7:15 North Avenue in New Rochelle. Get there at 3. Make sure you have a little bit of sleep because it says it ends at 3 in the morning. I've never covered one that ended exactly there. A lot of stragglers, a lot of people go out to breakfast. There's a diner across the street. If I were him, I'd stay open, or her, whoever runs it. It's a ball of fun, but I can tell you, I want you to take a page out of my book on this one, folks. I care so much about this cancer support. It's magical, this thing. It's on in the middle of the night. Everybody else is sleeping, and here you are at a fun time that's helping people. So listen, Jonathan Fogarty, thank you so very much. Olivia Kenny, thank you. Thank you for letting Westchester Talk Radio be a part of it. We really appreciate it. And my best to both of you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.